Let's go plug in. You feel me? Damn. Hold on one second. Shit. I just throw this in the garbage can. I'm struggling to get to my bag, man. Fuck. So with it. Good night. To all my niggas that's struggling, man, you gotta do something about your situation, bro. A lot of guys are struggling to get intimacy, bro. And I found out the name of the YouTuber that been complaining about his situation. His name is Short Bald Guy or something like that. Oh, yeah, that's his name. Short Bald Guy. You feel me? And complaining about the situation, man, it's just not gonna do anything, bro. You gotta get more money. That's the only thing that can get you out your situation, bro. You feel me? Oh, let's go over here to this spot real quick. We're gonna go to Starbucks and plug in. And then we're gonna go to sleep early tonight because I'm tired. I'm real tired after a long day. It's like, man, like, everybody deserves love, man, but sometimes you gotta work harder for that love, bro. It's not gonna come to you. Some guys are not Chaz and Tyrone. They gotta work harder. You feel me? Let's go plug in real quick. Cause I gotta plug my phone in so I can charge it up while I'm talking to you guys. Tonight I'm not a whole lot drunk tonight. I've been drinking a little bit, man, but I'm not drunk. I'm not totally drunk like I was like a few nights ago. A lot of guys are killing me with the bullshit, man. It's like, you guys gotta understand what situation that you're in, and you gotta dig yourself out slowly but surely. You know, nobody's gonna give you anything, bro. And that's a cop out. To fucking commit suicide because you're not getting laid. That's a cop out, bro. That means you don't want to work hard no more. Fuck working hard, bro. Okay, I'm back. What's up with it, Captain Commander? What's up with it? A life with no bag, or a life with no hope for the bag can be a drag. That's on the real, man. You know, without money, man, a man is nothing, bro. I don't care if you're a Chad or Tyrone, bro. You're just not gonna be that desirable for women. Don't get me wrong, Chads and Tyrones, they can get women without the money, but after a while, Chads and Tyrones get old too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Looks fade after a while, man. You can't rely on your looks your whole entire life to get women. You feel what I'm saying? Look how swole I am, boy. Give him about the fucking man. Oh, I'm too swole out here for these people. But the guys who are struggling nowadays, man, you really gotta fight with all your might. You feel what I'm saying? You know. And the guy that's out here, complaining, oh, I'm short. Bro, you've been complaining about that shit for like 10 years already, bro. You talking about you had a 10-year drought. The guy that, what's his name? Short, the short bald guy. That's that nigga name on YouTube, man. But bro, you had a decade though to turn shit around though. I don't feel sorry for guys like this. I don't feel sorry for myself because I wasted time myself in my life. You know what I'm saying? But you had a decade to turn shit around. I don't feel sorry for you, bro. You talking about you want to end it all, but bro, you had 10 years to like get things together, but you didn't do it. Um, you gotta know your reality in this lifetime. If there's a struggle somewhere, you have to spend time trying to fix the struggle. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I'll be back. You know, you had time to try to fix it. You had time to try to fix the struggle, man. You feel me? So if you know there's a struggle somewhere and you don't fix it or you don't even try to fix it, man, I don't feel sorry for you. It's kind of like there's a leak somewhere in your house and you're not trying to fix it and you just let it get worse over the years. You know, um, you know there's a problem in your household and you're not trying to get the hammer and the nails and the glue and stuff like that to fix it, and just keeps getting worse and worse over the years. That's on you, bro. You had 10 years to fix the situation. You know you're in a situation where like you're gonna be screwed forever. So then you gotta work harder. You know what I'm saying? I say time goes by like this. The years go by like that. The time go by like that. The years go by like that. And for you to sit back for like 9 or 10 years and don't do anything about your situation, I pretty much don't feel sorry for you, man, because you had a lot of time. I mean, 9 or 10 years, that's a long time to be in a drought. In my mind, right, if I'm struggling, This is how I put it in my mind. If I'm struggling for like years at a time, that means I'm going to struggle for more years. So I said, okay, since I'm going to be struggling for more years at a time, I might as well start using those years to build my money, get my money on, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they just let the years go by and not do a damn thing about the situation when they could have been building and slowly but surely getting out of this situation. This guy, the short bald guy, man, he's I can't listen to him. He's too negative, bro. I'm sorry. I also subscribed to his channel just to see what he was talking about, but it's so gloom and doom that I can't listen to it. I'm sorry. I can't listen to the gloom and doom, bro. I can't listen to the gloom and doom. You guys are killing me with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. So if you out here struggling, you got to say, hey, I'm gonna be here for many more years to come, so I might as well get comfortable and start chasing my dream or chasing the bag so I can get about my situation in the future. Cause I'm gonna be here for life. And I told you guys, don't be choosing a life sentence, bro. I can't listen to him, bro. I'm sorry, I can't listen to the short bar, the short ball guy or whatever his name is on YouTube. I just can't just listen to him because you too negative for me, bro. You feel me? Let me get some water real quick. I'll be back. I mean, bro, you let like a decade pass you, man, and nobody's gonna feel sorry for you, bro, if you ain't did nothing with that decade that was right in front of you. This guy's 29 years old, okay? He's talking about, yeah, I had a drought. I had a 9 or 10 year drought. But you gotta understand, if something is wrong, like if you got a struggle somewhere You got to spend, time trying to fix it. Like if I know I got like a leak in my roof or something like that, I gotta fix it. I can't just let it just, you know, I can't just let it leak like that. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix the roof, man. So I'm not gonna let it just leak. So if you got a problem, out here doing something, man, bro, you are killing me. You had enough time to fix the problem, but you avoided to fix the problem because you thought that you didn't need to fix the problem, and you didn't need. You just thinking that everything is fine and dandy, and you don't need love, you don't need sex. Um, I noticed that when I got past 30, I started having problems. And then when I got past 40, I really started having problems. So I was like, okay, we need to start chasing the bag because this is gonna last. This is gonna last until I die. But a lot of guys, they're not thinking like that, bro. They're thinking that the women are gonna come to them, and they don't have to go out there and work harder than everybody else. To be exact, no, bro, you are 5'4". No, you got to get out there and become Kevin Hart. Because if you don't, you're gonna live a miserable life, and I'm gonna keep that above. You're gonna become a fucking goddamn. You got to become Kevin Hart. You got to become an actor or a comedian because your life is gonna suck. And you're gonna be sitting on YouTube every single day just uploading videos on how miserable you are in your life. And nothing's gonna change. Let me tell you something. Uploading videos telling people how miserable you are, it's not gonna change your life. It's not gonna change. It's not helping. You're doing stuff that's not helping your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like me going out there just not doing nothing, not even, chasing the jackpot, nothing. It's like that's not gonna help my life, bro. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me with that shit, bro. You are killing me. And you ain't even thinking about it. You don't think how serious this shit is, man? It's very serious. Feel me? Uploading videos on YouTube every single day is not gonna help your life. It's not gonna. You guys are thinking that it's helping, but it's not. The years are going by real quick. You notice that 7 months has already passed us up, man. 7 months has already passed us up, and you still complaining, talking about I need to like delete myself and stuff like that. Like, bro, you let like 10 years pass by. You could have been working to get out of this situation. If you 5'4", you got to become a millionaire like Kevin Hart, bro. But you're not focused on that. You focus on how bad your situation is instead of taking, action on your situation. Because I'm getting tired of motherfuckers out here complaining about how bad it is, but they're not doing nothing to change it. Are you out there? Are you out there changing your situation? Are you trying to change the situation? Are you out there, becoming an actor or a doctor or something like that? Are you out there like changing your situation? And if you're not doing that, bro, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the crying and stuff, man. It's like, man, they don't care about men crying out here, bro. They don't. I learned that the hard way. That they don't care about men crying. You crying all the time, they don't care about that. They care about results. They care about action. You feel me? They care about action and results out here, bro. They don't care about potential out here, man. They don't care about what you're about to make in the future. They care about what you're making right now. You know? Nobody cares what you're about to do. They care about what you're doing right now, man. They don't, they don't care about men crying out here, bro. You can cry all you want to, bro, but nobody cares about your crying, bro. They only care about women and children's tears, man. They don't care about a grown man crying, bro. You feel me? They don't care about a grown man crying. They care about women and children's tears. They don't care about a grown man's tears, bro. That's the cold, hard reality of it all, man. You gotta wake up and smell the coffee, bro. Wake up and smell your reality. It's like you gotta work. Oh, I would just jump off a building, just end it all. I'm like, wow, that's a cop out. That means you lazy, man. You don't want to work. You guys are killing me on YouTube, man. Look at me, bro. Look at my situation. Am I crying like him, bro? No, I'm not. I'm all about chasing the bag. Even though I'm in a fucked up ass situation, I'm still talking about chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying? But I know they don't care about men's. I know they don't care about men's tears, bro. You can cry a river, and nobody gonna come to your rescue, bro. Nobody's coming to your full rescue, bro. You feel me? I can't listen to that dude, bro. A short, bald guy, I can't listen to him, bro. He's a sad case, bro. He's not about getting the bag. He's about crying about shit, bro. How things ain't fair, bro. You feel me? He's not about getting the bag. He's not fuck the bag. I'm gonna suffer until I die, man. If I was him, I'd be trying to get involved in music or entertainment or something. Maybe I'll try to get involved in um I'll be trying to get involved in like becoming an actor. I'll go to Hollywood. If I was 5'4", I'd be on the Hollywood dream. I'll be in Hollywood trying to become a comedian about my height. That's what you know, That's what Kevin Samuels did. I mean, not Kevin. What am I saying? Said Kevin Samuels. Kevin Hart. My bad. That's what Kevin Hart did. He said, "Man, I'm short. I got to go to Hollywood. I got to become a, you know, a. I could become a comedian or an actor or something. Uh, Becoming a doctor or a lawyer is not gonna work. It doesn't work. Doctors and lawyers only pull in so much money. The top lawyers, unless you're a top lawyer, you feel me? Doctors and lawyers only pull in so much. You need to be pulling in the millions, man. You need to pull in the Kevin Hart shit, bro. What's up with it, Steve? You need to be focused on millions and billions. And for you to let 10 years go by without chasing your dream, I don't feel sorry for you, bro. You let 10 years go by. Bro, you know you screwed from the jump, you feel me? Like, you already know that you're screwed from the jump. You 5'4", meaning that you gotta spend the rest of your life trying to make a million or $2 million, man. Trying to become a millionaire. Eat that seven from the back. What's up with Steve? You know, no, it's not like that, bro. If you're born with some bad hands, or if you're born with a bad hand, you have to start early on chasing the bag. You feel what I'm saying? I think Kevin Hart knew he was born with a bad hand, so he had to like start trying to become a comedian or an actor, and he did. And now he has a good life with like females because he's Kevin Hart. But he had to work harder. He had to the Chaz and Tyrone's. He had to work harder than them. We gotta work harder than the Chaz and Tyrone's. We can't think in our head that we are Chad and Tyrone. We gotta think like, oh no, we gotta chase the bag. We gotta work a little bit harder to get females' attention. And now look at Kevin Hart because he worked a little bit harder and he knew his situation was all fucked up. Was he 5'3" now? I think Kevin Hart's 5'3" or 5'4" or something like that. But he knew his situation, so he started to work on his shit, bro. And now where he at? He's a millionaire. He's dating a hot chick right now. I think he's married to a hot woman right now. You feel me? He didn't just sit there and make video after video after video after video after video about his situation. He didn't sit there and just could cry about for 10 years. Like, bro, you had 10 years. Like, bro, that's a long time. He talking about he had a 10 or a 9 or 10 year drought. You wasted a lot of time and you didn't do anything productive with your life. I don't feel sorry for you, man. I don't feel sorry for the short guy, the short bald guy. So I'm burping this shit. Bruh, you had a lot of years and you're 29 and you're complaining still. I want to end it all, bro. I'm gonna kill myself, bro. I ain't getting laid, bro. Oh man, bro, what's going on, bro? Because you wasted hella time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Joey Fingers in the house. eat seven from the back. I wish I could. Lil Seven got a boyfriend and stuff now. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit. Lil Seven got a boyfriend. But my eye area is better than his, and I'm buffer than him. That's the only thing. The only thing he got going for him himself is is his youth that he younger than me. That's the only thing he got going for himself, bro. But he not buffing than me. He not taller than me. You feel me? What's up with it? Joey Finglish in the house. You know, a lot of you guys gotta understand, bro, what real situation that you in, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then you gotta understand that you're gonna be there for life if you don't get on your path, if you don't get on your journey. You see, like I said before, man, I'd rather be in a 5 or even a 10 year situation than be in my situation until the day that I die. You feel what I'm saying? Because it only takes about 5 to 10 years to complete your goal and become rich or whatever. Sometimes it might take you 2 or 3 years. Some cats have gotten rich within 2 or 3 years of chasing their goal. It depends how fast they move. You feel me? Some guys got out of their situation within 3 or 4 years versus being there for a lifetime. Um, a lot of guys gotta understand, man. It's a life situation. You feel me? You'll never get out uh, if you don't get out there and make that money. If you don't get the bag, man. If you're struggling in the dating market, you have to be focused on nothing but money. That's it. That's it. Um, you gotta know that a situation could last a lifetime. Best believe that. You feel what I'm saying? I got the camera turned around and shit. But you guys, you see what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying? It's like you could be in your situation for the remainder years of your life, not just a portion. And I told you guys, don't be in a situation for life. Don't be in a situation until you die. You get old and you're still in a situation. I mean, the guy, I don't feel sorry for him, bro. The guy, what's his name? Short, bald guy. I don't feel sorry for you, bro. I'm sorry. All I can do is just give you advice. You're 29. Right now, you need to you need to start chasing Hollywood dreams. You need to be chasing Hollywood at this point. You need to start becoming an actor like Kevin Hart did. You need to get on that path. Because right now, you just wasting time getting on YouTube complaining about the situation when you could be out there really actually doing something about your situation. You feel me? You know, you're wasting time getting on YouTube complaining. That's not gonna do nothing, man. That's his name, short bald guy. Man, you should have known you was screwed from the jump, man. Like when you was in high school, when you didn't grow past, you know, 5'7", you should have known that. Like, damn, I'm gonna be this height for the rest of my life. I gotta start chasing Hollywood, baby. I gotta start chasing the Hollywood dream. You feel me? But guys don't think like that. They let many years pass by and still complain about the situation. Like, bro, in like 9 years that you've been complaining, you could have got out. You could have got out of this situation by now. Tomorrow, yeah, I've been on a 9 or 10 year drought. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. You had many years, my friend. It took Jean-Claude Van Damme. You feel me? It took Jean-Claude Van Damme 5 years to like become a Hollywood celebrity, bro. Because he put in the work. He knew he was screwed from the get go. Like, I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm not very a good looking dude, but I'm screwed if I don't like make this dream happen. I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme when he first came in the game. At first he was a ballet dancer at first, and then he became a movie star, and he was playing was it was it Double Impact, Universal Soldier. He played in Kickboxer, Kickboxer #1, filming. But he knew he wasn't the best looking dude, so he had to like chase that dream for 5 years, or it was gonna last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? He knew that if he didn't go out and become something, it was gonna last into his death. It was gonna last a lifetime, and he did that. He went out and he became something in Hollywood. Same thing with Kevin Hart. From a young age, he knew he was short. He knew he was screwed. So he said, man, I'm gonna get on this Hollywood tip. I'm gonna start chasing Hollywood. Because a doctor or a lawyer ain't gonna work for me, bro. I need more than that. I need millions of dollars. Entertainers make more money than doctors and lawyers, bro. Even if even if like, a surgeon, you know, entertainers make more money than surgeons. You feel what I'm saying? Breast implants and all that other stuff, booty implants. They make more money than them doctors, bro. Celebrities, they make millions. They don't make hundreds of thousands every year. They make millions. And the type of situation that he in right now, the guy, the short bald guy, the type of situation that he in right now, he need millions to get out of this situation. Now, him being on YouTube and being unsuccessful on YouTube, that's not helping his situation not one bit. Him being unsuccessful on YouTube, he got like 2,000 or something subs. He need to get off of YouTube and switch over to acting and probably the music industry or something like that, where they make a lot of money, where they make millions. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, he's insane to keep on beating the same horse over and over again and expect a different result. You feel me? So he on YouTube where he's unsuccessful and he's not chasing the big bag. You feel what I'm saying? That's not gonna help him at all. And he keeps doing the same thing. Matter of fact, he just uploaded another video today. I subscribed to his channel to see what he was talking about, and it's whole lot of sad stuff. There's no like motivational content on his channel, bro. There's no motivational. There's no like something I can feed off of and live hopefully off of. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I hear a lot of gloom and doom and no what they call it. I hear a lot of gloom and doom, but I don't hear no situation being solved. I don't hear any way to solve my situation. How to get out of the situation that he's in right now. Because right now, being 5'4", that's a fucked up ass situation, bro. And it's a lifetime. And guys have said, you know what, bro? I'm gonna save my money and get surgery on my legs to be taller. And they made that decision. And they got out of that situation. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't want to be short for the rest of their lives, so they saved up $60,000. Like just like regular, guys who are just what's up with it, bro?
Be good. How you?
I'm good.
You have a good day, man?
Good. You know, they realized that, you know, they realized that they were going to be in that situation for the rest of their lifetime. So they got out there and they saved that money for at least maybe like 5 or 6 years of saving money and just being careful about what they bought and just saving their money. And, you know, they saved their money and made themselves taller, bro. And you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't I don't feel sorry for that guy, bro. Like bro, you had a decade to save like $60,000 for leg surgery, bro. There's a way out of being short. He's 5'4". He could have paid for 5 more inches, bro. He could have like 5 more inches. He could have been 5'9" around my height, right? And it would have been maybe a $60,000 like surgery. But he had 10 years to save up 60 grand, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. One of my subscribers told me that, yes, you can save up money and become taller. So he's sitting there talking about, well, I'm not struggling financially. Okay, where's the money to make yourself taller, bro? You can make yourself taller, bro. You can go on vacation. I mean, I'm gonna say vacation. You can save up money, man, and uh, you can save up the money, man, to become a taller dude, bro. It's the fact that he did nothing for a decade. It's like, bro, like you noticed that you was gonna be in your situation for life, right? You had a decade to save up maybe 60 or $70,000, and you young, you can work like overtime. You feel what I'm saying? A young man can work more than a guy who's in his 40s. You feel what I'm saying? So that guy he was a young dude. You feel what I'm saying? So he had all those years to save up money so he can get surgery on his legs. He didn't do it. He let all the years pass by. I don't feel sorry for him, bro. He's good. You let a lot of years pass by. That's why I don't feel sorry for myself, because I let a lot of years pass by and I didn't do nothing. So I don't feel sorry for myself. What I did was I changed. I started chasing the bag instead of chasing women. I didn't do the same thing that I was in that I did in my 20s and my 30s. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I didn't keep on going down the same path that was leading me to like nowhere. I started chasing the bag instead. You feel me? You I just saw a woman with a nice fat ass walk out of here. Oh my God, she had a fat ass. Oh, she was tall too. She was tall. She had a fat ass. Oh, she walked in and walked out just now. Oh. But a lot of guys, they wait until they get old. But I'm like, bro, like you had many years to make things happen. Why you guys are not focused on the future? Why you guys always focus on the present? You know what I'm saying? Why you're not thinking 5 or 10 years from now? Why do you keep on doing that? You're just making yourself unhappy. You feel what I'm saying? Why don't you like sit back and have a long committed oh man, she had a fat ass. Oh my god. She had a I would eat her from the back. That just walked out of here. But what I'm saying is, why you guys out here, complaining for 10 years? I'm like, stop complaining and know your reality and know that you gotta chase something, basically the bag, for years to come. And you gotta know that, hey, if I don't get this bag, I'm gonna be here for the remainder of my life. What's up with it, Joey's fingers? He laughing. Yeah, the woman that just walked out of here with a fat ass, I would eat her from the back. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I totally would eat that from the back. I mean, she had a fat ass on her. My God. Oh my God. I looked at her. I was hoping she would like smile at me or something, but she looked at me like I was nothing, bro. She could that bra like that got options. A bra like that, a bra who got an ass like that, got options. Chad Tyrone was after that, man. But anyway, like I said, bro, I'm back again. A lot of you guys, Joey Finglish, you crazy, bro. Joey Finglish, you crazy. You funny, Joey, bro. You funny, bro. I knew that was gonna get your attention real quick. I was like, watch eating from the back gonna get Joey's attention real quick. But for real, on a real note, bro, like a lot of guys are stuck. Like this guy, short bald guy. That's his YouTube name. But I'm like, you talking about you had a 9 or 10 year drought, bro. In that 9 or 10 years, you could accomplish a lot. In a but you're still in the same situation because you decided to like not do nothing about it. He said, man, I done had 9 or 10 droughts. I done had a 9 or 10. I'm like, bro, you could have became a movie star in that period. And got to spread her cheeks and eat it from the back. Hell yeah, I would. The woman that just walked out of here. Ooh, oh, I would drink her bath water. Like back in the day, man. Like the color purple. I drink your bath water, girl. But like I said, bro, a lot of guys gotta understand their reality, and then you gotta live with it and know that it'll last a lifetime if you don't get out there and become a movie star or something. I'm guilty of it myself, bro. Like I should have became part of the music industry, but I was so distracted by women, that I didn't, I didn't, you know, I was so distracted by women. You feel me? I was so distracted by women that I lost track of my dream, man. And I shouldn't have did that. And I'm suffering here now because I got off track. I stopped chasing the dream. You feel what I'm saying? And now I'm paying for that shit. I'm paying for that shit, bro. When I should have been on the grind for like years at a time. and now I'm paying for the mistakes that I made in my past lifetime, and I don't feel sorry for myself because I should have been more focused on my career than I was on the female. You feel what I'm saying? I should have been more focused on my dream. I should have been focused on my shit, but I wasn't. I was more focused on being in relationships and being in love and stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. No. Wait.
Because I was so focused on relationships and being in love that I wasn't focused on the bag completely. You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel sorry for myself, and it was supposed to happen like that. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it like that. I wasn't trying to be, you know, you know. I was so just into my lust for love, bro. You know, you know.
Take care, man.
For sure, bro. Have a good night, bro. You too, man. You know, I didn't like when I was younger. I was so full of myself. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought I was God gift to women, bro, when I was younger because I was good looking, I was young, and I thought I had all the time in the world, but I was wrong. I was wrong that I thought I had like a zillion years, and I was so strong and so good looking. I thought I had, I was a solid seven when I was younger, and I was so like full of myself and just being a prince. I had that prince syndrome. You know how like a lot of females they got that princess syndrome. When I was younger, I had that prince syndrome because I thought when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, I thought I was gonna get a brand new girlfriend like right away. But I forgot. I became over 30. When I met my girlfriend, I was 26. When we broke up, I was 32. So I didn't know that I aged throughout the years. You feel what I'm saying? And I had that prince mentality. That, oh, I could just find a girlfriend, another girlfriend. It doesn't matter. I broke up with her, or I could find another one. But I didn't know that I had aged. I didn't know that by the time I was 32, I'm not looking the same anymore as I was when I was 26. You know, and I noticed that I had that magic was gone to like attract women with just your looks, like just like that. Because the years kept going by like this, and I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was that prince I was when I was 26. I thought I had that prince. I had that prince mentality, though. You feel me? You know, I had that prince mentality that I was just all that in a bag of chips, and I could just find a girlfriend really quickly. Right after I break up with my ex-girlfriend, I could just find a I could find a woman just like that, and nothing is gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here, man. Let's get up out of here. for a long time, I thought that I could just pop out of full blue and get a brand new girlfriend, just like that. But I didn't know that time has went by so goddamn quick. You know, I didn't know that my looks have faded by the time I was 32, 33 years old. You don't know that, you know, that you're getting older and looks fade. You don't know that. As a young guy in his 20s, you think that looks last forever and you're always going to be like that. So you don't prep. Ain't no OGs to tell you like, bro, like your looks are not going to last forever. You might as well get started on your purpose in your 20s right now, like, because your looks ain't going to last forever. You ain't going to be able to attract women with just your looks forever. I wish an OG would have told me that. I wish I had an OG in my life to tell me like, bro, okay, bro, you need to get out of that situation. You need to get away from her, get out of that relationship that you're in right now, and focus on your bread, brother. I wish somebody would have told me that, but I had nobody around me to tell me. Like, look, you need to get out of the situation. If I could go back in time, I would have told myself like, Kale, bro, you had an 8-month or an 8-year drought without a girlfriend, right? I've been like, what? Yeah, you had an 8-month drought without a girlfriend. You need to be focused on that bread more than that relationship that you're in right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I would have been focused more on my fucking bread than that relationship. I would have dropped that relationship like a bad habit, nigga. Big time. Big time. You feel me? I would have dropped. I would have dropped that relationship like a bad habit. But because I was unknowledgeable and I didn't know that looks fade, man. You know what I'm saying? And it caught up to me, and now I'm paying the price right now, playing catch up, because I thought that my looks would like get me everywhere, and it did. My looks got me women who had a lot of money. My ex-girlfriend had, she had a really good job, paying $100,000, $200,000 a year. Because I was so good looking in my 20s, I was able to pull that. Now, that's not going to last forever. Now that I got older, I can't pull a woman that makes $150,000 a year no more, bro. Unless she's like 60. And I don't want that. I can't pull a woman that's making that much money nowadays, man. I tried. But I'm too old for that, man. When you young, you get passes, bro. When you young and good looking and you around a 7 or looks, when you're around a 7 in looks, you get away with a whole lot. But the moment you hit 30, man, you surpass 30, you can't get away with the same shit no more that you got away with when you were in your youth. You get over 30, I noticed I couldn't even pull a woman that made the same amount of money that my girlfriend Shelly did. You feel me? And that was her name. Her name was Shelly, my ex-girlfriend. She made a lot of money, bro. I stayed at her house, bro. I cooked food. Of course, I paid some rent around there. I wasn't like I was staying for free. I also had a job when I was living with my ex-girlfriend. I was doing security work. I was making like $1,500 a month, and our rent was $1,500. And I used to give my ex-girlfriend like $600, $700, and she used to pay the other half, man. And I used to take my girlfriend out every time I got paid for my job, man. I used to take her out to a nice seafood restaurant, man. And And we used to go back to the house and we used to make love. We used to have sex. You know what I'm saying? And I miss those days, man. To be able to have sex and living with a girl and shit, and with a woman. But those days are gone now, man. If I was 20, maybe, like, let me tell you something. If I was 20 something, right now, I wouldn't be homeless. Uh, if I was 22 years old right now, living out here, bro, I would probably got some grandma to pull over and be like, baby, you need a place to stay. You feel me? What's up with it, man? You know, I would have been able to use my looks to get a sugar mama or something like that. But them days are over now. Unless she's like 60. You know, I think I could get a 60, a female that's 60, that's a sugar mama. And I'm 45, yeah, I could do that. But I don't want a 60-year-old woman, bro. You feel me? But I realized that, man, what I didn't realize is what time was ticking. The whole entire time, bro. You feel me? I didn't know that time. I didn't know that looks fade. But I was very young. And I was able to pull women that made money, man. My ex-girlfriend made money, bro. And I remember how good I had it too, bro. I mean, bro, when I was like in my 20s, I had the pick of the litter, bro. I was like, it was easy to get panties off, and I was having sex on a regular basis, bro. I would go to the bar and club. I would take women home to but not really to my home, but like, I would take them to a hotel across the street. Like, bro, I was the man, bro. And them days are over now. It's not easy to go to a bar or club and take them to a hotel afterwards no more. Because I done aged already. And I feel sorry for wasting all that goddamn time chasing bitches, bro. I regret that. I wish I had an OG in my ear like, bro, you know you got time limit on them looks, right? You're not going to be able to pull a woman like that, you know, in the future, bro. My ex-girlfriend made money, bro. Only because I was 26 years old and she was 35, bro. You feel me? She was 9 years older than me. She made that money. Get off me, fucking mosquito. Fuck, I got bit again. The mosquitoes, they be biting me for no reason. But I had it good, man. I was a prince. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wasn't a Tyrone when I was younger, though. I could say that I wasn't at the top of the food chain. But I was good looking enough to pull a woman that made 150 grand a year. Okay? I stayed at her house. I ate the food. She would be at home. She would be at work, right? And I'll be playing video games like Call of Duty Part 2. You know, back when Call of Duty came out, Part 2. Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Part 2, Modern Warfare. I would play that all day long while she was at work, bro. And when she came home from work, I would cook dinner and I would dick her down, bro. You feel me? I would cook dinner and get her upstairs and hit it raw. Hit that pussy raw, bust nuts inside the coochie and everything. Of course, she had like that birth control diaphragm down by her coochie. The thing with the string attached or whatever. You know, she put it down her coochie. She go to the doctor and put it down in her coochie where she couldn't get pregnant. So I was like doing that, man. She would be at work and I would come, like I was like a simp, bro. I was like, bro, I was cooking meals and like dicking her down, bro. I would cook her meals, even like you know, on Valentine's Day. I would cook her a shrimp steak meal when I didn't want to take her out or whatever. I would cook her a shrimp steak meal and take her upstairs and dick her down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had that luxury because I was that nigga, bro. I was a guy that was a complete 7 in looks. Now she was a 5. My ex-girlfriend, I was above her in looks. And the reason why I say that because her body wasn't in point. She didn't have no ass. Her titties wasn't really up to date. She had some nice shrimp lips though. You know, I was kissing them lips every day. But my ex-girlfriend didn't have a body at all, bro. Damn, I got bit again. The fucking mosquitoes, bro. That ain't no joke. But I was that nigga though, bro. I was that nigga. But you can only be that nigga for so long. You feel what I'm saying? There's a time limit on being that nigga, bro. And the time caught up with me. When I got to my 30s, I realized I wasn't able to attract like I used to. I was just like, what the hell? You know, what the hell is going on? I thought I was going to be able to get a girlfriend like right away. But bro, you got to your 30s already. Like, you're not looking the same. You're not looking the same like you was when you was in your mid-20s, bro. You in your early 30s. Time changed after that. Don't get me wrong, when I was in my early 30s or something like that, I was still attracting them, but it wasn't like when I was 25, 26. I was, man, you ain't got no wrinkles on your face. You feel me? Your skin ain't hanging off you. You ain't got no double chin or nothing like that. Bro, you on the hook. You know what I'm saying? So you able to attract the sugar mama just like that. But as I got older, I couldn't do that no more. I couldn't like rely on my looks anymore. You feel me? I know that time caught up with me. So that's why I say, men, you out here, you wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Just either chasing women or you ain't got no women to chase. You got to be focused on your career and your passion in life. The things that's going to make you money and last out here. Because a nigga that get older, if he ain't got no money, he ain't going to last, bro. You can't rely on your looks your whole entire life. Trust me, bro. I know that I know this shit from experience as an older man. I wish I would have been like super focused on my career in music. I wish I would have like say, you know what, I can't be with you. And I did try to do that. I tried to like get away from my ex-girlfriend. I moved to Kansas City, Missouri, and I was hoping my father would help me with the music career. But he didn't do that. So guess what? You know, at that time, Kel-Cap, good looking, 26 years old, fine as hell. You know, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. Me and my father, we didn't get along. You know, the girl, my ex-girlfriend who made some money, she sent money through Western Union, bro, so I could get back home, bro. I was stranded in Kansas City, Missouri, bro. I was stranded. And she sent like $100. More than that. I think she sent like $150 to get me back home to the Bay Area where me and her could be together, bro. And then when she did that, I came back to the Bay Area, and then we stayed together for years, me and my ex-girlfriend, man. I loved her, man. I mean, she loved me, man. We was together, but I wasn't 100% on my shit. I wasn't focused on my shit. I was more focused on love than I was, you know, focusing on the bag. So if there's any like goddamn, you know, if there's any like anybody to blame, man, it's myself, because I was relying on my looks to get things done as a young guy. I was out there, you know, goofing around, not focused on my shit. So that's why I'm in my situation that I'm in right now. I lacked a lot of focus throughout my life. So I don't feel sorry for myself at all. This is your own doing, man. This is like what they call it, This is your own doing. This is your fault that you didn't stay focused throughout them years, bro. And you want to delete yourself like that guy, you know, what's his name? The short ball guy. You want to delete yourself because you wasn't focused throughout 10 years of your life. Because you was talking about you had a drought for 9 or 10 years. You didn't have no excuse like I did. You wasn't distracted by women, bro. That's why I'm like, dude, you had no distractions. What was you doing, bro? Nah, you're gonna need more than just, save money, or if you able to save money, you got like a few $100,000 saved up, you're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need more than being a doctor or a lawyer for your height. You're gonna become, you gotta become a millionaire like Kevin Hart. You feel what I'm saying? To me, for a short guy that's 5'4", you're gonna need more than just making $300,000 a year or making $400,000 a year. You're gonna need more than that, bro. You're gonna need millions to get out of your situation. Meaning that you gotta spend the rest of your life chasing a bag that's worth millions. So then, the thing is, when you do get that bag and you 5'4" like Kevin Hart, you got millions. They can't resist you. The women, they can't resist millions. When you are a guy with a bag that's worth millions, or you're just worth millions in general, you know what I'm saying? You worth 30 or 40, 50 million, they can't resist that. But you guess what? They can resist a motherfucker who's making 300,000 or 400,000 a year. They can resist that. You're like, oh no, you making 100 and 400,000. There's plenty of men out there that's making 400, $300,000 a year, and they taller than you. So I'm gonna go with them. You're gonna struggle. But if you're a guy that's making millions, they can't resist that, bro. Your mind wasn't focused on your shit, so now you're paying the price for it. And what you want to do, you want to take yourself out the game because you wasted so much time. Dude, this is all your fault, bro. This is all your fault. This is all my fault. The reason why I'm in the situation that I'm in right now, that I didn't focus on my bread when I was young. The years kept going by. Like, bro, I could have got a degree when I was living with my ex-girlfriend. I was living rent-free, basically, almost. I mean, even though I was paying rent, you know, I was paying rent there, but at the same time, there was a point where I was just living off of unemployment for a couple of years. I could have got a degree. You feel what I'm saying? So don't be out here talking about, oh man, these women, man, I ain't getting no cheeks. I ain't clapping no cheeks, man. I just want to delete myself. Like, bro, how many years went by, bro, and you didn't focus on getting money? You had a decade. You're 29. So at 19, bro, you should have been like, damn, this is going to last for the rest of my life. I got to start getting on my purpose right now, or it's going to last forever. See, at least if I become a Hollywood celebrity, maybe like 5 or 6, 7 years will pass, and I will eventually become a celebrity, making a whole lot of money in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Instead of a decade passing by with me suffering in the dating market. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga let a decade pass without being on this purpose, bro. And me too, bro. Like, I was fucked up, and I had to get on my purpose because I'm like, damn, you know what, bro? This situation that I'm in right now is gonna last until I die. There's nobody coming around to save me, you feel me? So I start getting on my purpose around 40 years old. I say, you know what? I'm not gonna hit 50 and be broke. No, sir. No, sir. And he just uploaded another sorry ass video, and it's not helping him any, bro. He gonna end up committing suicide like Renegade Run. Remember Renegade One? That guy? He kind of remind me of him. And that Renegade One was light skinned like him. And they both were sub 5. Renegade One committed suicide a while back. If you guys don't know who Renegade One is, it was this sub 5 dude that was here on YouTube just complaining the whole entire time, and he was talking about committing suicide, and he did. He's dead now. There was a YouTuber that just could not get women whatsoever, bro. He was sub 5, below average looking, and he didn't know how to do nothing, bro. He was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna commit suicide. And he's dead. He's dead now. Renegade One is dead. You remember that guy, right? Some of you guys remember Renegade One. Some of you guys don't. But remember what he was saying before he had died. He was like, man, it's over, bro. I'm gonna kill myself, man. And he did. He's dead now. But he could have been focused on his paper, man, instead of talking about killing himself. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid to waste all them goddamn years complaining when he could have been out here chasing the Hollywood dream of becoming a fucking goddamn actor. It's practice. I mean, it's possible. Where practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When practice meets perfect, it's possible to become that. But you decided to take the easy way out, which is delete yourself. It's fucking stupid, bro. It's like, bro, stay on your path. Stay on your purpose. You think that Kevin Samuels, what am I calling Kevin Samuels? Kevin Hart, my bad. You think Kevin Hart is ready to delete himself? No, he's having the time of his life, bro. He's dating hot women now, you know, because he was stuck on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta go use the bathroom. Like, bro, it's fucking stupid how a lot of guys they blame everything else on everything else, man. They blame everything on everything else, but they don't blame nothing on themselves. You let a decade go by, bro, and you ain't chasing that bag. You tripping. Yeah, I gotta get my Advil PM. So I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't. He watching cops. What you gonna do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come from you? Yeah, I don't want nothing else, no more food for tonight, man. I just want to get this shit over with, you feel me? That's it, man. Thank you. This is not a nickel. What the hell? What is that? They gave me some fake stuff
Yeah,
or
you
some
did
other
already?
some other country.
Yeah, you already did?
I thought that was a real nickel for a little bit.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
already.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Like you gotta take some accountability for the way things are going in your life. In the last 10 years, have you really been chasing the bag? No. It's your fault that you're in your situation. You know what I'm saying? Have you been really focusing on making money or even like just becoming the best that you can be in life? No. You've been sitting back in the street. You don't have to be like a rapper or singer. He could be involved, but he could sniff out the talent. That was his gift. Diddy was talented as a rapper or a singer or a beat maker. You feel me? But he was to go out and get the talent. He knew how to sniff out talent. Uh, uh, and he knew how to exploit people. He knew how to use people, to his own benefit. You feel what I'm saying? He knew how to use people and exploit people to his own benefit. He knew how to do that. And that's a hard thing to do. Go out, find talent, and exploit them. What's up with it? You know. You know. That was Diddy's that was his gift. His gift was knowing how to spot talent. That was his gift. His gift wasn't making beats. His gift wasn't singing, of course. His gift wasn't, making beats, of course. He never made a beat his whole entire life. His gift wasn't rapping because he's always had people write for him. Diddy never wrote any fucking of his lyrics, bro. He never wrote any of his lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? Diddy never wrote none of his lyrics. He always had writers and people under him ever since the beginning. You feel me? How he became successful. He worked through people. He exploited people. He didn't write not a single lyric down, but he knew how to exploit people. He knew how to pick out talent, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He knew how to pick talent. That was his gift. That was his talent. His talent was picking out talent. And that's why he became so fucking filthy rich. Because his gift was pick out talent, use them, and then toss them to the side when I'm done. Get most of the money, give them a few crumbs, and then that's it. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, a lot of you guys who are stuck in the situation that you're in, you are stuck there for life. There's no praying to God and hoping that things will get better or hoping that women will come to you. No amount of church is going to save you from a 5'4" height. Ain't no amount of church going to save you from that. You got to get out there and start making the most money that you can. I advise a lot of you niggas start getting involved in the music industry or Hollywood. Those make money than motherfuckers who go to school, bro. like Hollywood actors make more. Simple as that. Now you could choose a life sentence. You feel what I'm saying? You could choose a life sentence. I'm saying you could choose a life sentence. sentence. Choose a 5 or 6 year sentence where you're chasing and eventually you're out your situation. I don't understand why dudes choose a life sentence. You know, you know, you know, you know, by not doing something about your situation, you know that's a life sentence right away, right? If you're stuck, if you're chasing the music dream or the Hollywood dream, eventually in the next 5 or 6 years, you'll be out versus being there your whole entire life. I gotta go. You guys have a good night. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep early. It's already 9:30. You guys have a good night. Peace out. Take care.